Hi everyone, it's Rachel. So, this is a long time coming, but I finally am able to make the video for my Secret Sisters mini album. I really hope you like it. I did work hard on it. It doesn't have a lot of neat little things, but I tried my best. It's only my second one that I've ever made, and I tried to incorporate a lot of things that you liked based off of what information I got. So without further ado, and this is the Secret Sister swap on my Utah group that Carlene Pink Scrapper has. So, okay, here's the front of it. I did some cute little dangle trim with some beaded and braided trim at top. I also have some lace and some really pretty spritzed or glimmer sprayed roses with my Lindy's, and I have some things hanging off the rings because I just didn't like the rings there by themselves, so I did that. And I just happened to have this one that had all the colors that she liked. So, and this is how it opens, or the closure, and I'll show you more about that in detail, but it's just a hair tie, one of the thin ones, and a button. So let me show you that real quick. Let me make sure I'm in frame. Yep, I'm good. I'm just going to scooch it over just a tad bit. There we go. That way you can all see. Okay. This is, the button is on the front, and then I punched a hole, and then I poked the button through, and I made sure it had a kind of a long stem on the back of it so that I could really get it through all this grunge board that I used as a base and the paper and all that. And then I just put on a safety pin, a Tim Holtz safety pin. So that's how it's closured, and this same for the rubber band. I did the same method. But I've got this really pretty flower here that I kind of just did the tips with some alcohol ink, and it seeped down, and I thought that was really cool. And then I just inked the edges, and I have some little pearls and my favorite tattered pearl trim, and then I've got some pearls that I also alcohol inked, and it was cool that the alcohol ink just kind of spread, so that was neat. And I chose brown, cream, ivory, blues, since those were her colors. On this page, it's got this really pretty blue with swirls, and I did some trim here, or lace or whatever, and some flowers layered. And this is how this does. It catches a little bit, so when you get to the catch, all you gotta do is pull it out like that. And I kind of messed up on this one, but this was like my third try, and I was tired of mucking with it. So this was supposed to be over here. And I've got this little pull thingy, and then you just slides back in like that. So she can put a picture on the front and 2 pictures inside. And like I said, when it gets to that catch, just pull gently, of course, but pull. Here's the next 2 pages. This is my grunge page, and this is just the grunge board itself. I didn't put any paper or anything like that down. I just stained it up and put some crackle, Tim Holtz crackle on it, and I had sprayed it as well, so if in the right light you can see some of the glimmer in there. And I stamped a pretty little butterfly on here. It's Inkadinkado Land or Mindscapes, and inside the butterfly are fairies. Like, it's really, really neat. Let me get it close up for you. It's so cool. If you can see the fairies, it's kind of hard. My camera's focusing. There it goes a little bit. So I thought that was really cool. And then these studs, I just poked holes through and put them on there, and that's the reason for this. I covered them up using the lace. So let me set this back down, get it centered. Also on this page is a pocket, and out slips a mini inside of a mini. How cute was that, huh? Came up with that all on my own, huh? Imagine. So anyway, it just opens, and this is done with one 12 by 12 sheet of paper, and there's tons of tutorials out there on how to do it. This, I combined two different types of tutorials. I did the folding technique from Tim Holtz, and then I got the other technique on how to glue it together and put a spine on it and everything like that, and covers from another lady. I'll have to find the video again and post the link or something, but there's pockets up at the top, and I've got these little tags in there that kind of fit perfect, I thought. She can always change them out. And then every other page, or every page, it switches sides. So yeah. And this one says Explore, and it's my lined stamp collection that I have. But so anyway, it's a little mini inside a mini, and I inked it up and I distressed it, and the front was done. I have a cover on the front and back. This is just black lightweight chipboard. Don't know the poundage, but it's very lightweight. It's not very thick at all, but it's stiff. And I've got a binding, but this is copper or brass or bronze, whatever you want to call it, UD. And then I heated it up. I did 3 layers, and then I heated it up, and I had my husband help me. Once he removed the heat gun, I tried to quickly put on the melting art or melt art texture treads. They're really fun to play with, and I've really enjoyed mine a lot. And it's just this one flourish pattern, and I thought it was kind of cool that it didn't completely compress all the way. You have this really nice, you know, and then it kind of fades around. So there's my mini, and I just tuck these back, and then I slide it in its little pocket. So I thought that was really cute. On this page, I have some clear flower buttons, my lady stamp, and some clear flower buttons on top of some other little flowers I've sprayed and distressed. And this was my idea, plus a tutorial that I watched of making a pocket for a mini. Now, I'll probably do a tutorial on how that I did this, just to show you guys. But I just did it with Velcro. It comes open and it folds out, and it's an accordion type. So if she had like a lot of photos in there, she could stick them in there, and you know, I probably should have done a different type of closure, because this is like really a tight fit. But even still, if it was a little puffy, you could still Velcro it. So I just like the sound of Velcro, sorry. Alright, moving on. I left this page just the way it was when I created it, because I thought it was so pretty with this bottom trellis type garden looking thing I've got going on, to do pictures, just any way, how, shape, form she wanted to do them. And on this page, my musical bird page, or my songbird page. I've got what looks like a little fence going here. Got my bird, got some flowers like a garden. And then there's this cool pocket. And inside here, I've got just some random little tags. She can dress up herself any way she likes. And it's actually a die that I have. So, and it just Velcros. And she can also put pictures in here too. You know, memories. This page is, I'm having issues with these rings. I may have to switch out the rings because they catch a little bit. As you can tell, I'm having issues. I tried my best doing a waterfall. I got the waterfall. I just didn't get the dimensions right. But it does work. But see, it kind of catches, and you just have to slide it back in there, and then you have to go up and down to get it back in there because of the trim that I have at the bottom. This is my favorite stamp. I wanted to stamp it in here, and I just put some little flowers around it and some leaves. She can write, journal on it, or you know, about the pictures, or she can even journal up here over the picture. And so, or she can just journal over here. I just left it kind of blank like this. I just thought it was good enough as it was. This page I left like it was because I just didn't want to cover this up. I thought it'd be really cool if she put pictures on here on pop dots to give it some dimension and to still show the pretty blingy, and then like a little flower, like it's coming out of a flower, some pearls. And then this is my last page. Some flowers here, double layered with some little heart brads, some little pearls here. And this was my favorite one, besides the mini and the mini. This was my favorite. I saw this in one of the other Secret Sisters, and I tried to figure it out on my own, but this is what I ended up creating. So it goes down like this, and then this part comes up, and you've got kind of what looks like a wedding cake. But she can put the little picture, and on the back of this one, like I'll show you, I put a piece of paper over the brad so that it wouldn't scratch up any photos she put on this bottom one, and it just folds back into itself like this, and it creates a cool little frame for the first little picture. I thought that was neat. And then here's my closure on the back side. It's got the pin, and it's the hair tie, and it just goes around the button, and voila, you have a closure. To get the hair tie through the little hole, I took a piece of wire and looped it around and pulled it through that way because I was having trouble just sticking it in. So, and then this is my symbol. I have a tattoo of it, but I left this like this so she could decorate it if she wanted to with something, but I stamped this on everything. Dang near. So that's my mini Secret Sister. I hope you enjoy it, and I really enjoyed making it. I really did, and I appreciate you letting me make some modifications to it. That made me feel better. So, and I left this pretty much blank so you could title it yourself. So, it'll be shipped out soon. Alright, thanks. Bye. Sorry it was so long.